We are here with Josh Stone King, who is partner and chef of Vanguard Restaurant down in Broad Ripple. Correct, Josh?
Correct.
If you don't mind, Josh, just share a little bit about what your experience has been through COVID-19 and how it's affected your restaurant, but also, people that you know.
Yeah. So the Vanguard was a restaurant up until last July, and they decided to close their doors after the chef that was here before left. They kind of shut down the business, and I moved in October, and my thought was I wasn't really looking to come into this space and utilize it as a restaurant, but I kind of specialize more in events. And so my thought was, let's transition this space into a place that caters to events. So anywhere from 10 to 100 people. We've been trying to get this started as an event space. So as you can imagine, with being an event space, and COVID-19 happens, and all of a sudden you can't have gatherings of 10 or more people. Our business doesn't exist anymore, and so we've got this kitchen space in this dining room here, and we've just been utilizing that in the meantime to kind of perform the business. But we've had to make a huge pivot into what we're doing now. So it's changed some things, but I mean, I think people in the restaurant industry, we're used to change and having to accommodate based on different circumstances.
Yeah. Part of those changes and the shift that's happened, you came up with, or what's been created, I guess, is Indie Courageous Kitchens. So Could you tell us a little bit about what that is and what you guys do?
Yeah, so Indie Courageous Kitchen was, there was a brief moment when I heard that the restaurant industry was shutting down, and realized that a lot of the people I work with and a lot of people that I know were all going to be laid off from their jobs. And this thought hit me of how am I going to take care of myself? And it's like, well, why couldn't I put that same effort into taking care of myself to helping take care of other people? In the midst of taking care of ourselves, let's think about taking care of the people around us too. And so that's where that kind of got started. Was I wanted to be a resource for people who had been laid off and needed an income still. I also wanted to be a resource for people who were in much worse situations than I was in, or even people who lost their jobs. I wanted to be take the opportunity to help feed those people as well.
Mm-hmm. So how long have you guys been going or doing this now? How long has Courageous Kitchen been going?
So I believe this is week 6, and so we've pushed out about 8,000 meals. So we've partnered with Shepherd Community Center. They're off of Washington Street, and we're doing meals for them. We've also partnered with several community centers around the city. So the MLK Center, Outreach Indy, Brookside. We've partnered with different organizations that have, they support the people who are most vulnerable in our city. So they're the resource centers for people who actually need the food. And so that was kind of a no-brainer, was to distribute the meals through those organizations.
You've been in it 6 weeks now. Kind of what are you seeing now? What do you think this could be? What are you kind of hoping for as you move forward in this?
Yeah, I mean, clearly the life of this project, I mean, I guess at this point we're still calling it a project because, we're still kind of in the grassroots stage, but, funding from our private donors is what's keeping us going. So as long as there's money to provide meals for people, we're going to keep doing this. It's something I feel called to do. It's something that we're dedicated to doing. I think we're learning too, like, this has been eye-opening in the sense that, like, we might be in crisis mode right now with COVID-19, but there's a lot of people in our city that are in crisis mode all the time. They're always looking they don't know where their next meal is coming from on a day-to-day basis. So are there opportunities down the road? I mean, once things get back to normal, whatever that's going to look like, are there still going to be opportunities? I think there will be. And I'm in this as long as I can be, as long as it makes sense. And I think I haven't gotten the impression from anybody that we've partnered with or anybody that's helping us out in the kitchen that they don't feel good about what they're doing and what they're a part of.
Yeah. Awesome. So Common Ground Northeast is, dedicated to partnering with you and Courageous Kitchens and trying to provide $500 per week to help you provide food for Outreach, which is one of our partners.
That's awesome, man.
So we hope to provide as many weeks as possible for Outreach through you guys and to continue to employ you guys too.
Awesome, man. I appreciate that. That's kind of the neat part here is that we're able to provide food for people in packaging that can last through the distribution process. We're not delivering food in styrofoam boxes or anything. And we're able to employ, a reasonable amount of people to execute this, 4 days a week, basically. And we're able to do it for $2.50 a meal. And so, that's where the money's going. 100% of the money is going towards food, packaging, and the employees that are working in getting this done for us. And so there's no fancy labels, there's no bells and whistles, there's no administrative fees or anything like that. The money is truly going to support our people on the front line and the people who are in need.
So would you say right now, what would be the best help for your organization right now? Is there any more we could be doing for you?
Funding's big, and then just let's say prayer for perseverance. I think it's easy to get burnout on a process, and so I don't want to lose sight of what we're doing and who we're helping. And I told someone last week, this feels like a job, like really quickly. Like I already have a couple jobs, and so this is just another job. But you have to keep in mind, like, what we're doing here. This is a huge purpose. I mean, we do a lot of for-profit things. I mean, in my mind, this is bigger than that. This isn't just about making money. This is about helping the lives of people, not just grown people, but young people as well. And I said, hopefully, this inspires people to do good in their neighborhoods as well. So whether it be the people who are helping us in the kitchen or the people who are receiving these meals, we're hoping that they turn around and help the people around them too.
Yeah. Well, Josh, man, we think it's awesome that you basically use what you could to not only help those in your own profession to give them a paycheck, but also to help those around you. Simply using what you can and your skills to provide for the needs around you. And ultimately, that's the church being the church, right? And so, man, be encouraged by us. Any way we can support you, we want to, spiritually, emotionally, all that stuff, can be taxing. But, man, just remember that you keep on doing good works, that you'll reap a harvest. And I know you are meeting a lot of needs through a ton of people that are helping you too. So we're really excited about Courageous Kitchen and maybe even the future of it as well. But, man, ultimately, thank you for being an example of being the church and stepping out in faith and doing something big. And I think, man, it sounds like God's blessing you for it. So hope you're encouraged by that.
Yep. Thank you, Sam.
Cool.